It's national meets regional. It's Sidewalks Entertainment, the long-running celebrity, music, and art series. Join us for a new path to arts and entertainment.
And I know you had mentioned that you was tired, you know, trying to struggle by yourself, and I can't be there.
You composing it completely?
Well,
that's shocking.
When I first opened West Florissant, I never thought about shutting it down. I could never even imagine, because failure was not an option. This was my baby. I was going to keep it until it was 80 or 90 years old. I'm admitting that this restaurant has played out. And when you own something or make a business out of something, you don't want to know that it's failing. And when you have to realize this and do what's best for your business, it really hurts.
Our guest today has lived her life through music and song, having sung backup for such 60s icons as Ike and Tina Turner, Stevie Wonder, and the Supremes. She is also the NAACP's 2013 award winner for Outstanding Reality Series for her show, Welcome to Sweetie Pies. I'd like to welcome Robbie Montgomery to Sidewalks.
Hi.
Hey, Robbie, it's great to have you with us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So where did you come from originally, and when did you first discover you knew how to sing?
Well, originally I was born in Columbus, Mississippi, and my family moved to St. Louis. I used to sing in the church choir and all the things that I participated in, all the entertainment at school. I didn't know if I knew how to sing, I was just singing.
It just came naturally.
Yes.
So how did Ike and Tina Turner first discover you, and what was it like to be an Ikette?
Well, we're all from St. Louis, and I was singing with a group in St. Louis called the Ardettes. And Ike needed girls to background his first record, Fool in Love. So the guy I was working with originally was supposed to lead that song, and he and Ike had a problem. So Tina did the lead. Originally, she was supposed to background with us. So she did the lead, and we put the background on, and the record hit, and the rest is history.
Now, of all the 60s icons that you've worked with, who would you say was the most influential for you professionally?
Well, you know, I like Dr. John. I also worked with him. He was really an understanding man, a really great man to work with, and I got a lot of experience from being on the road with him. When I got with him, we did other things like TV and the big concerts and things like that. With Ike and Tina, that was my start, but we didn't do the things I dreamed of. I always say I was waiting on somebody to knock on my dressing room door and say, Miss Robbie, 5 minutes, but I never got that. So with Dr. John, I experienced that type of thing.
How nice is that?
Yeah.
Well, you know, one of the reasons you're here today is to talk about your hit reality series, Welcome to Sweetie Pies.
Yes.
Now, you know, it's kind of is it a stretch to say that, you know, being an artist like you were and then moving somehow into the restaurant business as a restaurateur, was that a bit of a stretch, or what made you think you could open up a restaurant?
Well, you know, my mom was a great cook. I knew how to cook. When we were on the road, things were segregated. So being the oldest of 9 kids, I was prepared to cook all the time. So like I said, things were segregated. We couldn't find decent restaurants. So we cooked in our hotel. And normally I was the one that prepared the meals. So when I stopped singing, I decided, well, everybody likes my cooking. Maybe I'll do that. So it's definitely a stretch.
Well, congrats on your 2013 NAACP Award for his Outstanding Reality Series. What an honor.
That is truly an honor to be recognized by the NAACP for your works. It is really an honor, and we're very proud to be that person.
Now, how did the reality show sort of come to be? I know the show airs on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Yes. You know, tell me about kind of how this whole thing sort of
Well, you
happened.
know, my son Tim, he was working in the restaurant, and he noticed all the things that was interacting with the employees, the customers. We got customers that come and just maybe have a peach cobbler and sit down, and they sit around and joke all day with us. And my personality, and Tim was like, Mom, this could be a TV show. So he kept trying to find people. I didn't believe him. So he was trying to find people to film it. And I'm like, it's nothing funny about them messing up my food. So he was like, but I didn't use those words, so I can't tell you what I said. But anyway.
You naughty girl, you.
Yeah, I'm a bad girl. I got a potty mouth. So those are the words that I used. And so he went to pursue a film company to do this. And eventually he got somebody, and they did the sizzle reel. And the first week, maybe a couple of weeks, he like, Mama, Oprah is interested, but we can't say nothing. I'm like, you can't say nothing if Oprah is interested. So eventually she decided that she would give us a shot, and that's how it started. But thanks to my son, Tim.
For those that haven't seen this show, why don't you tell us a little bit about what its premise is?
The show is about a family struggling in the business. We own 3 restaurants in St. Louis, and we have our ups and downs. I mean, the last season we were struggling trying to get the money to build a new restaurant. The bank's not wanting to loan us money. We've got Charles, who is our nephew, that doesn't want to work but pretends he works and want to get paid. Then Tim had a baby. Baby was like 1 pound. He's engaged to Janae. So it's all about my, excuse me, all about my family and the struggles that we have. And I think people relate to it because everybody's got a Charles. Tim and I don't get along. We argue all the time. He says it's right, I say it's left. So this is the things that's going on in Welcome to Sweetie Pies.
Right. So when Oprah Winfrey indicated that she was interested in picking up your show, had you ever met Oprah? Like, tell me about that first meeting.
Never. I'd never met her. We had been on the show maybe a couple of episodes before she came. In our restaurant, we have a line around the block. And usually we're close to a hospital. People will get out of the hospital, come to the restaurant, and they're weak and they'll pass out in the line. Or people stand so long they pass out in the line. So this Sunday we're real busy. I'm making a peach cobbler, and everybody starts screaming, and I'm like, oh, I guess somebody died today because everybody was screaming. We looked up, and it was Oprah, and I was like, oh my God, it was Oprah. People were screaming like the Beatles had entered, crying. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it's an astounding day, that day.
Well, you know, as what happens whenever I talk to really interesting people, time runs way too quickly. So yes. Robbie, as we close today, do you have any career advice for those young vocalists who are coming up in the business today and are trying to sort of launch their careers? Do you have any advice for them? Well, from your own experience?
Today the business is totally different, but my belief is whatever it is, if it's a lemonade stand, whatever, if you believe in it, you can achieve it. So don't let anybody discourage you because nobody's going to be on your side. It's your dream, it's your future, and you have to put all you got into it, and it'll happen. Longevity is the thing. You got to be able to stay around and just keep working at it.
You bet. Robbie, thank you so much for being with us today on Sidewalks. It was such a pleasure. I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.